who remembers what happened last time? Who wants to give the recap?
Oh, I did it last time. Someone else can pick
I can do
this
this
up.
one.
Go ahead.
So last session we began with us heading up towards Cragmore Hideout. We were heading up the path with a goblin on a leash. After we went up there, the goblin on a leash started giving furtive glances to the right. We were like, dude, like, what's over there? He was like, nope, not gonna tell you. And then he was eventually like, there are guards over there. And we're like, great, okay. And then Freddy was like, hello! And somebody shot him with an arrow. So we went and had a fight. The goblin we had on a leash decided to try and betray us and stab someone who had him on a leash. He got a 7 and missed terribly, so Miss Splitter killed that cunt. I probably shouldn't use that word on... Oh, no, I did. Anyway, onwards we go. And then we discovered a small entrance there where there were wolves in a cave. Was that also Freddy that could speak to the wolves? Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Josh used every single racial in one go. So Josh went into a cave and spoke to some wolves and had a good chat with them. 2 of them were with him, but the other one was a little wary
Well,
of some other wolves.
speaking is giving me more credit.
You
than I
spoke to the
did.
animals. They couldn't speak back. You didn't
Yeah.
speak with animals, the spell. You just did the thing that you did.
You conveyed an idea to them.
You did the racial.
I did. Yeah, speech of beast and leaf.
You found a small crack behind the wolves, and Bimble was like, "It fits, I sit." So through he went, and went stalking around. He discovered a bugbear, another wolf, which we thought might have beat up the other wolves and annoyed it, or something. They were wary of it in some way, and some other goblins. And Bimble came back and was like, "Not good. Let's not go that way." So we were like, "Fantastic. Okay, let's go the other way." And then we went sneaking about very sneakily. We sent Opal's Amelia, which found a snake, and came back. So then we sent the other sneaky people, e.g. Bimble and someone
Miss
else.
Splitter?
And Miss Splitter, right, okay. Well, I thought it was one of us. Okay. Bimble and Miss Splitter. They dealt with the snake, I believe. And then subsequently went stalking around, found 3 sleeping people, stole one of their swords, found some not sleeping people, and came back. So then we all went up, like, we vaulted up the wall and ran on in, and we dealt with the sleeping people and some people up on a ledge, where we then found Sildar, who is Gundren's guard, and I healed him as Amara, made him a bit better, and kept him alive, and then we defended him, and then he was like, "You've got to get me out of here, here's 50 gold. I was like, "Sick, pocket." And then Miss Spinner just randomly chilled out on a bridge waiting for us for like an hour and a half. We had a short rest, it was great. Then we went on the bridge, and Amara was like, "Okay, cool, let's go across this bridge." And then suddenly a javelin came across. We found the bugbear and his comrades. They started chucking stuff across the bridge. I ate a crit. Bimble was determined to get himself killed. They unleashed some rocks. A big tidal wave came down. We got Bimble out the way of that. Mist Spinner randomly survived it for no apparent reason. We then fought our way around the corner, just about. Bimble, having already, I think, gone down once, then went around the corner, found a dog, went down again. That was it. I stepped over him and healed him, went around the corner and squared up to the bugbear, and then he came around the corner, having just got healed up, and got himself downed by a wolf. So we saved him again, and then somebody stabilized him, I don't know who.
Never
or maybe
punished.
a medicine kitted him.
He had
and
a
then-
potion.
And oh yes, that's it. We found a potion in his pocket. Then we hog-tied. That was Josh's word. The bugbear. And said we question him, and that is what happened last time on Glee. I think.
Nice.
Any big misses?
That's
did
what you
it.
missed.
You
Lee,
forgot
but
Bimble.
that's close enough.
Bimble
Yeah,
made an
he
awesome
tried.
joke to Miss Splinter at the bridge.
Oh yeah, and he didn't react.
Whose name is not Mist Splinter, and therefore the
not
joke
Mist Splinter.
didn't
Dun,
make
dun,
sense.
dun.
It made sense to Bimble, and that's all he cares about.
Okay, yes, Bimble was also God. Despite the fact he nearly died multiple times, he did also just roll nat 20s at every considerable useful moment. And
Yeah,
basically
he's
prove
our
that he is our
leader.
leader. Almighty Bimble that... Oh, he also confessed at the end that he is not a dragon slayer. In
Bimble
fact,
the
he's never
Nimble.
had a fight before. He is nimble, but this was his first fight.
Okay, actually, yeah. Was Bimble telling the truth? Was that his first fight? Was he really scared, or was he acting right now? This is
Well, he's
Really?
really a
So
dragon
Bimble
slayer,
said-
but he was lying about This being his first
Bimble
fight.
simply says what Bimble says. It's up to you whether you choose to believe him or not.
All right, I'll roll if Opal believes him or not. Okay, I don't believe you. All right.
Me neither.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Me neither.
So
Yeah.
that's what happened, and we
We've
are
got
now. We prepared some questions. We were really diligent in our question preparing. And
Ah,
top of the
yeah.
list is
Yep.
the repeated
Totally.
question: Where's Togor?
No, that's second on the list.
Oh, is it what was top of the list? Where's Gundren?
What did they?
What do they do with Gundren?
Yeah, that's the episode title. We got the episode title. Where's Gundren? I'll
Roll
say it in
credits.
character. Where's Gundren?
They're quick.
Yeah. You have this bugbear, hog-tied at the moment. Yeah, he seems very disgruntled. He's just woken back up from being unconscious.
That's a good word for
I
somebody
know.
who nearly died. Disgruntled.
He's very bloodied, and he's looking around at all of you guys. Very much taking note that all of his guys are very, very much dead, and none of you guys are very much dead.
Wow.
There's kind of like this relax that comes to his shoulders.
Why is he getting relaxed?
Gundren.
He should be stressed.
If you're asking for Gundren, then that means I have leverage.
Oh.
And I'd
I'm
prefer
gonna reach in
not
his
to
pocket and
die.
take El's gold.
Yeah, you
Now
could
I have the
definitely do that.
leverage.
He doesn't have any of his weapons because those would have obviously been taken off immediately. But you do find a little gold pouch that he has at his side.
Ooh.
You take it off, you count it out. There's about 17 gold pieces in there.
Nice.
Wow.
I don't know about
He
anybody
notices
else.
that you
Oh, sorry.
take his gold.
I'm gonna wiggle it in front of his face. And I say that in front of his face.
You say haha.
Not much use if you're dead.
I will look to Opal, assuming that she will want to lead the question.
Wow. Didn't you notice I stood behind Sildar, hoping he would lead this?
It still doesn't
I
NPC.
will- I will
I
look-
look at him
yeah,
and go,
I'll-
"You're the NPC, idiot. Let the character come forward."
All right, yeah, I'll step forward, and kind of look him over, and say, "Where did you send Gundren? I know you took him away from here."
Well, first, there's 7, 8 of you. Do I really need to be hogtied like this? Then maybe I'll just bite my tongue.
Oh gosh, I'm already backing down. Maybe we could. I'll untie your What should we untie? His legs or his arms, or neither?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Amara
I was gonna agree already.
looks at you and your life. Let you live. And we'll untie you when we're done questioning you. Till then, answers.
Okay. I'll answer a few of your questions.
That was easy.
You're looking for Gundren? We were given orders to capture him and take him to Cragmaw Castle, which we did.
Do we know where that is?
You have no idea.
No idea. Where's that then?
That is another question.
I think
It
so.
is somewhat north of here. If you had a map and I had hands that weren't tied behind my back, I could probably
Fine.
point it out to you.
Fine.
I'll take out my world map and I'll put it in front of his face.
Is it?
World map?
Yeah.
Is it
and-
like a whole atlas?
Yeah. No. I
we
take
do
out my
have a
world
map
map.
of the local area, though, right? Because
You do,
specifically, Opal was given the map for where we're going
Yeah.
to follow. I'll look to Freddy and sort of, we could. Can you hold one arm and he can have the other?
Well, he can just lick the point on the map where we
I
should
don't want him to
go.
lick my map.
That would mess up the map.
Here, I got it. I'll put a pen in his mouth and just kind of hold the map up and ask him to kind of mark in the general area. And if he cooperates, I'll let one arm free.
You'll make him write with his mouth, but if he writes with his mouth well, you'll let him use his arm. Amara said,
Yes.
"This is ridiculous. What's he gonna do? Come on, let's cut his arms.
Fine.
What?
Okay.
He'll be all right."
I
I'm casting
don't
Blade
know.
Ward. Casting Blade Ward.
Yeah.
I'll cut his arms loose with a small. I've got a small knife, like a eating knife.
Perfect.
Just his arms, right?
Yep.
Yeah. His
Alright.
long bugbear arms.
Kind of. He's still like laying down on his stomach. He stretches out his arms. What do you guys do?
Laying down
Which
his
map are you
stomach?
laying
Why
out?
why do we do that to him?
Because
Because he was hog-tied.
Doesn't that mean he's on his knees and his hands were tied to where his
No,
feet
it
were?
He's
means
on
that
his
his-
tummy, and
and
like his arms
his-
and legs are up and
Yeah.
back.
So his
Oh,
wrists
so
and
I thought it was
ankles
like-
are tied together.
Yeah, well, I knew it was wrists and ankles tied together, but I thought it was like on your knees with your hands behind you, like this way, right? Not
Okay.
that way, right?
That
Okay.
sounds wild.
No, he's on the tummy.
What kind
Okay,
of hog
his
is being tied like that?
All right, your
Um,
arms are free. Here you go. Please just please
Yeah.
mark on the map.
Yeah. Are you just laying down like the map that you were given, kind of like showing like where you're supposed to
Yeah, map of this area. I will hold it up and give him a pen.
go? Okay.
Pencil, not a pen.
He takes your pencil. It's very tiny in his big bugbear hands, so he's kind of like holding it like a child, and he
Oh,
kind of
that's
very
cute.
like slowly circles where you guys are, which I can show you actually real quick on the
Ooh,
Nice.
the
yeah,
world.
so you guys are right here, and then he will kind of draw a line all the way. That is a square. There we go.
He's learning his
He will
shapes.
draw kind of a line pointing all the way up
Oh,
here through the
sorry.
woods,
Ooh.
Ooh,
and then right here.
nice.
It's in Neverwinter Woods.
Nice.
Have any of us been there?
Into these woods? Not me.
Well, I asked because I have a funny feeling that I've been over here somewhere.
I'm from a different wood.
You wouldn't
mentioned
know
before.
of any kind of castle in that
Cool. Great.
specific spot. Yeah.
Does that mean it
Wait,
was built like in the last couple of months, or?
A lot of this
Yeah,
stuff
fine.
is built on top of what was once ruins. So there may have been something there a long time ago, but something new that you don't know about would be there now. Like you wouldn't have
So-
known that this existed.
So where he's circled is where this castle is supposed to be.
Yes, it is
Uh-huh.
supposed to be
Cragmaw
Cragmaw
Castle.
Castle. Yes. Which I
So, what is this place?
believe- we were stationed there, hired. Me, some hobgoblins, some goblins, some other bugbears.
Who's
We-
your boss?
Normally, this is when I would ask for coin in exchange for information.
Mm.
But
I will take a single copper piece, put it on the floor. in
after
front of
you
him.
stole his, after you took his gold-
Bimble will pick up the
I didn't
copper and
take his
pocket
gold.
it.
I shrug.
he does smile. He finds that very, very hilarious.
Oh, he likes Bimble.
Everyone likes Bimble.
No,
The one that
that's not true.
hired
No one
the
likes it.
Cragmalls, which is the goblin camp, was a drow known as the Spider.
Sorry,
Why
name
is
is
he
what?
called?
The Spider.
The Spider.
Why is he called that?
I don't know. I've never met him. King Grohl has. He's the one who runs Cragmaw Castle.
Who's
Probably as he
King
likes.
Cruel?
How did you spell King? King what?
King and then Grol.
Is Crawler? Is he an orc? Bugbear? Drow?
I've never met him either. This is as far as I've gotten. I was given some that did not fare very well. Just this last week, we took camp here, and we were told to watch the roads for a dwarf and his guard. Take the dwarf and all of his belongings up to Cragmore Castle, to King Gruel.
When you took his belongings up, you keep any for yourself?
No.
No gold?
We've kept other provisions, though. And he kind of, like, gives a nod over to the corner, and you see a lot of supplies. And on all of the sides of, like, the crates, there's this, like, golden lion's head that's, like, emblazoned on them.
Ooh.
Do we recognise that marking? Is that Gundren's marking?
No. But most of them seem untouched, like it's been recent.
Hang on.
Oh, cool.
So you didn't find important paperwork? Letters or maps?
There were a few things. Medallions, emblems, there's a locket. I didn't see a map.
I looked, Opal. I'm assuming that means we don't find Gundren's map specifically, is what I was getting at.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
we found the empty scroll tube, right, but we didn't find them.
So they sent Gundren and the map. Do you know anything about what this... Wait a minute. I'll stop mid-question and look over my shoulder at Avarice, actually. And say, do you know anything about that map Gundren had? What was so important? Why was he targeted?
Sildar told us it was a map to riches, right? He told us that last week.
You can see kind of this like orange glow from the fire on her like albino white skin. You can see that kind of like glare in her eyes. Well, I was watching very clearly as someone was trying to get my attention for a few minutes. Kind of looks over at you, Amara.
Mm-hmm.
He kept it very close to his chest. It is probably the reason he came out here. He said there was a big score. If I picked up that it existed, many others would have as well.
Oh.
He kept the map close to his chest, but not the secret that he had it close to his chest. Told a room full of strangers about it.
Worse.
Yeah.
But you don't know what it was leading to?
If it was in Phandelver, this place used to have caves of gems. The river ran with gold. It's not impossible for something hidden to have been lost that maybe he found.
Anyone else got questions? Any more questions for this guy? What's your name?
Yeah.
Well, does it seem like Avarice is telling everything she knows, or is she holding back?
Give me an
Because
insight.
I've been sus of her since we first met.
Does the bugbear have a name?
Clark.
Yeah, it's Clark.
Clark or Clog?
Clark.
K-L-A-R-G. Clark.
I got a 15.
Where did we get his name from?
A 15. Her
the goblins
demeanor
told
doesn't
us.
seem to be changing. She seems like very focused, very hard to read.
Yeah, that figures. Alright, Opal will back down. And go over here.
You had another question? I looked at Bimble.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand move right in front of him. There's no castle there. You're lying to us. He's gonna punch him in the face. Where is? I'm gonna turn around.
Whoa!
What's his name again?
Gundren?
Gundren.
Pimple, wait a minute, calm down.
I'm like holding like his shirt like at the top with both hands.
Good job he's lying on his stomach.
He does not seem very intimidated. He even keeps like both of his hands kind of just like at the ground by his head.
Yeah.
I
how-
saw you drop unconscious twice to a throw.
Bimble's gonna stab him with his rapier.
Can I try and
slap it out of his hand?
Oh, okay. That's sure. Do that. I was just gonna say, can I try and deflect it so it doesn't do too much damage? I could really do with asking this guy another question.
Hang on.
And
Bimble.
I don't want you to kill him.
Whoever would like to interfere, give me just an initiative roll to see who does
Jesus.
their thing first.
Oh, I'm going last.
You see
Bimble is
Bimble
so
pull out his
dexterous.
rapier.
I got 11.
Well, looks like I'm first.
I got a 2 minus 1 or a 1.
That's not enough.
No, really.
Is Freddy doing anything?
Freddy's not involved in this.
Okay.
No.
That is fair. Yeah, so you see kind of this back talk, and then you see Bimble pull out his rapier, put it right to his neck, and then just send it right in.
Kill him?
And you see this surprised look on the bugbear's face as his jaw goes slack, and he is skewered. And very,
Man, I thought it was
very
gonna be at
dead.
least 2 more episodes before I did this. I'm gonna reach over and pick Bimble up by the back of his shirt, and just be like, "What did you do that for? We still had questions."
He taunted me. I had to show him who was boss.
Now he's
Not
dead.
much use
We
now.
don't know anything.
Doesn't know who anything is now.
Clearly, I
Don't
was
speak
right.
with dead yet.
No, I don't have that.
No, I don't have speak with dead yet. Well, you might not have it either, but I don't have it either. Oh, Bimble!
What questions you have? Maybe I can answer them.
I don't think you can.
If you knew the answers to the questions, we wouldn't have had to come here in the first place. I shake him up and down.
Just ask.
I'm
Just
saying
ask.
that- I'm just gonna yell at him. Where's Togork?
Wait, what? You asked me the question. I
You
answered.
never got to ask about
Where's
Togork,
Togork?
and now that's going
Togork is.
to die with him.
Exactly.
I'm going through his stuff.
More
and seeing if
importantly,
there's
my
any
last
clues.
question was. Well, my last question was, were there any other goblins or traps here? So you know what? You can lead the way, and if you find the traps, you can f***ing fall in them.
I'll use my thieves' tools. That's what I'm good at. Bimble will walk forward.
You're good at... Yeah. Okay. Next time we're questioning someone, make sure no one else has questions before you go... Did he even deserve to die? Probably. Maybe. I looked at Opal. What does she think when I asked that?
Opal's trying really hard to stay mad at Clark. Michaela was turning around on him. I thought it was funny. I wanted to let him go, but I was like, Opal will probably be pissed at this guy, so not care too much. But still upset because I still wanted more answers from him. So I'm just basically looking through all his stuff around here and seeing if there's any clues or anything.
Most of the stuff are those kind of like crates that are lining the walls. A lot of them are unopened, and they look like very like basic supplies, like pickaxes, shovels, rope, stuff like that. Altogether, it's probably about maybe like 100 gold pieces worth of stuff.
Ooh.
If you were to lug it all out and back.
That was 5
but
miles to our cart, I mean. We hiked like 5 miles from the cart, our wagon.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a few miles.
Yeah, I thought it was like 5 minutes.
But aside from those kind of like sealed supplies, you also find a chest that's filled with a lot of copper pieces and silver pieces. You find 2 potions of healing and a jade statuette of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes.
Oh, it's so cute.
Sorry, Tyler. It was how much gold?
Yep. I will copy and paste it.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'll put it in the tracker.
Yep.
Crag.
Statuette. Oh.
There you go.
Copy paste the whole thing. I don't need that bit of information. 1,700 copper. That is going to weigh a lot. Just to clarify, that's 170 silver, right?
I think so.
Or 17 gold, if you prefer. I'm gonna, if it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna take 1 potion of healing for myself to just be able to use it to heal someone else if someone's down, and give the other one to Bimble because I stole it out of his pocket to heal him. Is that alright, guys?
Wait. Bimble doesn't get a potion. He just killed Clark.
You're right. Yeah, cool. Alright. In that case, I'll pocket one, hand you the other. Opal.
Okay.
Freddy has potions, right? And also he seems to be fairly immune to damage.
Freddy's unbothered. How's he looking? Oh, he's fine.
He doesn't have any potions.
Okay. I'll sort of...
Do you want one?
Well, I'll sort of wave it and I'll like... if you get her, I can use this on you, big man, but I think maybe... If I look after it, then I'll be able to use it to keep somebody else going.
What is it?
It's a healing potion. Get back when
Was
you're
it ill?
wounds, usually.
Damage.
Damage? Well, yeah, I suppose. Damage to bodily tendons and stuff.
Point it the way.
It's what we used to help Bimble when he was hit and he was unconscious.
No thanks.
I'll pocket one and Opal will hand you the other.
Alrighty. Thank you. There we
Matt,
go.
it has taken 3 sessions for us to stop asking you what your thoughts are. We haven't asked you if you want the potion, we've just told you you can't have it.
Well, I mean, you used one of his potions to bring him back up, right? That seems
I did, yeah.
fair.
Which is why I was going to give it to him, and then you said, why does he get one he killed Clark? And I was like, good answer.
Well,
That was
Matt
that.
also said he'll be like in and out tonight.
Great!
So,
Yeah, didn't get a potion. That's it. Weren't
Sorry,
here.
That's fine.
No,
I'm
no.
doing a fantasy football draft, so it's
You're doing what?
a fantasy football draft, and it's got me. Kind of that's why I'm half here. I'm sorry.
That's alright. Important things.
It's like year 12.
it's what? What did you
Sorry,
just
we
say?
can continue.
That's a
Just
school
ignore that.
class in my world.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Alright, well, anyway, he's dead.
Wait, does anyone
what
want
did
this frog statue?
I mean, I've got a backpack. I can carry it in. We could probably sell it for something.
Your inner Phaedra is coming out.
I know, Phaedra wants it. I'm like itching. I'm like, I want
I'll
this.
take it.
But, yeah,
If you
I'll
ever, like,
take it.
do
Sounds
something
cute.
with it, sure. At the moment, I just lobbed it in the group loot because I assumed we'd sell it.
Oh yeah, sure, that's fine too.
It's in the group
Great.
loot. Yeah.
I thought Freddy might like it because he likes animals, was my thinking. But that's
good.
totally fine.
Okay.
What was it?
A jade statuette of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes, worth 40 gold. It's in the group treasure.
Can I look at that?
I handed it to you.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Perfect.
Ribbit.
Freddy,
This
want
is
you
what I expected.
an Arcana check.
Whoa! What? The power of the statue.
Okay. While that's happening, can I just confirm, Tyler, did Sildar have a weapon again now?
Sildar? Yeah, he picked up his
Got a
stuff
weapon, right, okay.
that was back there. Yeah.
Otherwise, I was
He
going
wasn't
to give him like
in
a
combat because
pickaxe
I
or...
forgot
Yeah, no, but
he was
otherwise I was
there.
going to give him a pickaxe or shovel to hit people with. Okay, cool.
He forgot to join our fight.
He has his own longsword.
Okay,
and shield.
great. I'm not going to give him anything.
It was a 13.
A 13.
Pretty good.
Oh, that's incredible.
Freddy, as you were saying that very specific word, as you were like kind of like making the frog go up and down, you see this kind of like little glimmer in its eyes for just a second.
Oh.
Froggy's alive! Come out, Froggy!
Uh-oh.
Froggy!
Alright.
I throw it at the wall.
Oh,
To try and like break it so that the frog comes out.
Yeah, there's a cling as it hits the opposite side of the wall and just kind of like falls onto the ground in the dark.
Freddy! Why'd you do that?
Looks expensive. Why'd you throw it?
There's a frog inside.
It's a dead frog now.
Okay.
It
let's get
winked
out
at
of
me.
here.
So you threw it... If I wink at you, you're going to throw me at a wall?
I tried to break it so it would come out. I'll walk
Nimble's
over
gonna
and
look
pick
at
it
you.
up.
He's gonna wink at you, but you wink with both eyes.
Something
think
tells
that-
me, Matt, you don't mean one at a time.
No, both at the same time. So he's, it's just a blink.
Like a cat.
Yes, that is how that works.
Yes, I will. I'll go over and pick it up and put it in my bag till later. Get a wizard
you want
to
me to-
free the frog.
Do you want us to have a look and see if we can work out how the frog's trapped? There's a really convenient wizard right here. And I'll point to Opal.
Okay, I'll pick it up
I'm
and
already over
I think not realizing his own strength, very heavily push it into your chest, Opal.
Oh.
Get the frog out.
Okay. I'll start casting detect magic on this frog.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I didn't realize how much Freddy
As
was
we-
Lenny.
I'll do that as we walk out of here.
As you're doing that, can you also
leading the
talk,
way.
or do I have to wait until you're finished muttering? Like, are you arcane chanting, or are you just concentrating really hard?
Yeah.
What does your ritual look like, Michaela?
Oh man. Yeah, I'm just like holding it up. I guess it looks like almost like she's praying. She's just kind of whispering real low these magic words. No, she doesn't do the chanting.
I got the
Sorry.
drum. Do you want to dance, Bimble? No, I'm totally kidding.
You play drums, Bimble will dance.
Yeah, I know, but Amara's not going to play you a drum. Amara can ritual cast too, so she'll know you're concentrating.
Oh, cool.
So I just wonder if,
That's
like,
right.
if you can talk at some point during it. I might just look
Yeah.
over to what are you casting?
Oh, I'm just seeing if there's any magic on this frog.
Oh,
Already
okay.
Said he saw something on it. I
Um,
don't want him to throw it again. So
yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Here. This might help. And you'll, as I put my hand over, like not on your hand, but like over your hand, you'll just notice like a little tiny glow. And I'll sort of do it a few times. Over the course of the next 10 minutes, because guidance lasts a minute and you're casting a 10-minute ritual.
That's fun.
But just in case, like, I don't know when your ritual's going to end, right? I'm sure in the real
Yeah,
D&D world, not every
cute.
ritual lasts precisely 600 seconds. Yeah, I'm just making sure that when you finish,
Cool.
like, guidance is on you.
Yeah. Is this as you guys are like walking out?
Yeah,
of the cave?
we're walking up, and I want to make it
Yeah.
very clear. Bimble is leading the way, so that if he finds a trap with his feet, he fucking falls through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I
talked
mean,
of
we've
his thieves'
been
tools.
through this entire cave already, though. Like, I don't think there's anything to
We
find.
didn't step on every single stone. If you can find a trap with your eyes, your thieves' tools, or your feet, it's better than one of us finding it. Besides, Opal's concentrating really hard and can't keep an eye on her feet.
I trip and fall down these stairs over here.
I catch you and prevent it from happening. I'm walking with you. Yeah. Also, as we're walking,
Alright.
can I just turn around? Miss Splitter. I was going to go for his name and I just gave up. What were you doing with the bridge for an hour and a half?
Watching the entrance. Watching
Getting a
further down
splinter
the
out of his
cave.
foot.
He's a
Keep walking! Says a bit more and I look back to Miss Splinter. Miss Splitter, not Splinter, god damn it! I'm going to look back to him and... You were watching the bridge. An hour and...
Watching the
people came.
entrance. You'll see as we exit this cave that there were two.
Communication's not your forte, is it?
There was no conflict. There was no need to disturb your rest.
No, but we weren't exactly like fast asleep. You could have come over and gone, by the way, I'm watching the bridge, there's a couple of goblins coming out, just general... Thank you very much for your good work, and I'm glad
I
you didn't
would
get swept by
say-
the water.
That the issue is that you did not assign someone to watch the entrance. Instead, just took a short rest.
That is so not true. We
I
literally
was not there.
assigned someone who didn't need a short rest to watch. Well, exactly. So
What?
communication, not...
He was watching the further entrance.
Yeah. He was watching, like, we were watching, like, a bit to the bridge. We didn't see Miss Splitter, though. He's hiding very well.
Yeah.
All right, just a thought, you know. Communication's key, all of that, you know.
I think you're thinking of your welcome.
I did also say thank you, like literally 2 seconds ago. Your good work. I just was saying, you know, talking's good.
Just sounds sarcastic when it comes from you. I don't know what it is.
It's the Brit in me. Don't worry about it. I don't know how to not be sarcastic, but Amara's genuinely she's trying not to be sarcastic. She's just like, come on, you know, we could also talk about what we're doing instead of just randomly becoming mist and vanishing off into places, and like popping back an hour and a half later with a dead guy in your hands. Like, I don't know, it just seems like a lot to me. Cool. All right, well, I think everyone did quite well. Most of us did quite well. Avarice, Gavin, is it Gavin? Did I make that up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
No, that's
cool.
right.
Gavin.
Okay, good. I thought for a second I just randomly pulled that name out my ass.
Assigned him a name.
Either of you two wounded? You both all right? Held up well?
Looking them both over, they both look fine. Avarice
Yeah,
seems
I
a
mean,
little
Amara can
insulted,
see that, but I'm more
I
just
don't think
asking to see if they're okay.
But yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they don't seem like they got injured. I think I think Avarice got hurt before, but I think you healed her before the short rest. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. I think I just generally went around and tended to wounds in general when we took the short rest.
Yeah.
Yes, that was.
Yep.
All right. Well. It's just Sildar at this point who's still hurting them, and me. The
Yeah,
gnome.
Sildar is still a little hurt, but he did heal up a little bit from that short rest.
Okay.
He's got hit dice.
What about you guys? But maybe when we get to the car, I could really use a proper rest. A javelin. I sort of pointed like a little sort of dent in the chainmail where the javelin went between like the crease of the arm piece and the chest piece, and like that crit happened.
Oh yeah, that did
Yeah,
happen.
I am only missing 2 hit
Yikes.
points, but like I nearly died at one point. Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, are we out of here? What time is it? I guess is it like nighttime?
You can see that the sun is like starting to come down, probably within these next few hours.
Did
Okay.
Opal finish casting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to ask you a
As you
question. It's
guys-
not like I'm pestering you. You know when
Uh,
someone's trying to concentrate, you're just like, yo, have you seen this? Have you done that?
You guys are talking, walking as you exit this cave.
Yeah.
Opal, you detect conjuration magic coming from the frog.
Oh. Maybe there really is a frog in here.
You also see this like huge scratch like along the front of it and like up the head.
Oh no. Does that look like from Freddy throwing it at the wall?
It does.
Okay.
Back to
Wonder
you.
how it works.
How do they normally work?
You're
Magical
gonna
stuff like
get
that?
Froggy out.
I think you might be onto something, Freddy, but I'm not sure how.
Some sort of summoning word or something?
What did you say? What were you saying that made it wink at you?
I said, and I'll take it from you.
Take it back.
Ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit.
Don't throw it at the wall.
Yeah. As you say that same thing happens again. The eyes kind of glimmer for just a little bit.
Oh.
It did it! Did you see? Froggy, get out! Froggy!
Alright, let Opal have another look.
Now, can I? Does it seem like rivet is actually the word, or maybe part of the word we need to make something happen with this?
Give me an Arcana check.
Maybe the
Still
phrase
guidance
is
English,
ribbit,
yeah.
ribbit, bitch.
Oh, good. Where's my D4s? Okay. What's my Arcana? Okay. 19 plus 6, 25.
Nice.
25. Okay.
Yeah.
Where was it created? When was it created? Who created it?
Yeah.
What's the command word? How many hit points does it have?
So you know that there are, these magical items that are like little statuettes. Usually they're carved or like made of stone or kind of made out of clay. That when you say something or do some kind of ritual, that it turns into like a little small version of itself, but it's alive. It's kind of like a familiar, but it's more of like a living thing. Um, you can probably guess that part of that ritual is saying those words. That is the first part of it.
I think Freddy, you gotta find the rest of whatever this command word is. But ribbit seems like the first step. Does it light up every time we say ribbit?
When you just say it in that sentence, they do not light up.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna hand this back to Freddy. This is a really exciting mystery.
I'll take it, and I'll just say,
Is Freddy about to say ribbit, ribbit, bitch? Is that what was about to happen?
no, he wouldn't think of something so funny. I'll just go. Oh man, ribbit, ribbit, come out, Mr. Frog, ribbit, ribbit. There is no more fog, ribbit,
Ooh,
ribbit. You are my
rhyming's usually
friend,
good.
ribbit, ribbit. I'll be there till the end.
Wow.
I'll lean over and
Multi-class
very
singing bard
quietly,
after this.
very quietly say to Opal, do you think there's like other parts of like magical ritual that need to happen, or is he just going to stumble upon the command word one day?
I think he's a natural. Wizards love rhyming.
Oh, I do. I don't do much
Abracadabra.
Actually, there are some
No.
prayers in the Thunder that rhyme, but most of my rituals involve a lot of concentration and incense.
I
That's the
think
affair.
if he tries long enough, maybe. But we'll I'll keep looking into this.
You did real well in there, Opal. Are
Of
you worried about your uncle?
course I am. It's all I could do not to freak out right now. But I gotta find him because this is the kind of thing I went to school for. And
We'll
if I
keep
can't
searching.
protect him, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I mean, you did great too, of course.
Thanks.
Took some
Yeah.
really bad hits.
Well, protecting the innocent is part of the tenets of Lathander.
Right.
Not entirely sure all of our party members are innocent, though. I'll sort of gesture towards Avarice, and you don't trust her, do you?
Yeah, I'll lower my voice.
I'm assuming we're walking quite a
Honestly.
long way away from her, by the way, because
Yeah.
she was old sharp ears with Gundren. So
I'm still lowering my
I want
voice
to wait.
exactly.
I want to be the other side of Freddy going ribbit, ribbit, so that he can't, so that she can't hear.
She was watching Gundren real intently, especially when he pulled out that map, and
Even her name means greed.
it means greed also. It's just a bad first impression.
If you want that.
But
And
yeah.
then I nod forwards to Bimble. He's not
What?
the mighty. You can see that from there?
Didn't you just say you were leaning forward to Bimble?
No. I sort of nodded towards you very quietly, about to bitch about you under my breath.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
And I'll say to Opal, what do you think of our mighty dragon slayer leader?
Well, he's certainly exciting. Honestly, reminds me of an old friend. Maybe, but yeah, I'm not sure. He seems a little maybe impulsive.
Yeah, I think that if we need to question others, like Gundren, we should make sure that we get all the answers before Bimble gets too close.
Right, yeah, okay. We could do that.
Then I'll sort of
Maybe
look
keep
over.
him distracted with the dog.
Dog? Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, I've just realised it was in my head it was a wolf, but yes, it was a dog that killed him. And I look over to Freddy and, you all right? You worked it out, yeah? You're muted, which makes this more funny.
It is funnier.
Just mime it. Go on. What are you doing?
Yeah, guess what I'm saying.
Ribbit, ribbit. Robbit.
Ribbit, ribbit. Please come out and play. Ribbit, ribbit. We can play all day. Ribbit, ribbit. The day's nearly gone. Ribbit, ribbit. We'll have so much fun.
Okay, I'm not sure about that last.
I stare intently at the statuette and then, you'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah. Gotta believe.
We were just saying that people did really well in there. You fought really bravely.
Yeah, I did. That was great.
Well, we already knew you were strong.
Anyone else worried about our sleepy dwarf friend?
Yeah,
Nah.
that's a good point.
I'm assuming we're getting somewhat closer to now. We've gone from 5 miles to 95
We
feet.
Yeah, you guys make your way back to that main path. You see, all the other 3 horses are by the carriage now, and you do see
Oh.
Fenwick on one of them, kind of just like watching back and forth down the road.
Oh, he's awake.
Shit.
He is awake and
Oh.
well.
Excuse me. Oh, okay then. Just check on him real quick.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Sorry.
Did you have any problems while we were gone? We didn't find Gundren.
Oh. You're just lucky I waited for you. You guys have been gone for a while.
Sorry about that. I think we're ready. Wait a minute. What time is it now? Are we? And also, do we know how far we are from Phandelver? Like, should we camp out here, or are we close enough to get to the town before it's like dark?
Looking at the map, you could probably get there just as it hits nightfall.
Cool.
Okay.
How's Chestnut?
Yeah, that's
She
the
looks fine.
crucial.
Roasting gun and
well,
open fire.
I sort of put my arm on her neck and sort of, good to see you. Well, friend dwarf, did I trouble you for I don't suppose you got any ale on you, have you?
No, I don't drink.
Even Opal turns.
She looks
to look at him
troubled.
shocked. Even Opal drinks.
Anyone else have just a spoonful of ale or wine?
Mm,
Or rum?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, maybe there's some on the cart. Would that be
If- but
considered an
that's what I'm-
essential
That's what
supply?
I'm saying. If nobody else has some, I was gonna see if I could look on the cart. I'm looking for a spoonful.
We could make our own. We just need berries.
Right. Yeah.
Time.
And an entire brewing system.
And then you stand on them, and then you lick the remains.
I think you gotta wait a while for some fermentation to happen, but
What's that?
never mind.
Does anyone have any
Fermentation.
ale or wine or rum right now? A tiny bit?
None
I
of
do.
your, none of your
Oh.
friendos do.
Does Bimble have
Oh.
ale, wine, or?
Bimble will
You've got
pull
a
out
tank
his
of
tankard of plenty.
Do you
Sick.
trust it?
I don't want to drink it. I don't want to drink it. But have you got?
He'll drink. He's gonna pull it and then make it go full. However he does, and drink it himself.
You
Can
give
I
it to
just-
the horse.
I sort of. Can I just sort of like put my hand on the back of your neck, like not quite pulling you back, but almost. Can I have just the tiniest bit?
He's gonna look at the cup and say, "It's empty," and then he'll refill it up again because he can do that.
Tiniest bit. Bimble, in exchange for your
Okay.
life.
He will hand it to you, but it is full.
Okay, so I'm going to take up my own tankard and then pour just a tiny bit in. And this is going to be a ritual now. Every time we have succeeded in battle, And I very sort of gladly, as we're walking along, just put my mug in front of me, and it will break into song. And while any ale is in it, it is going to sing a drinking song. So as we're passing along, it has an endless collection of drinking songs.
Wow.
So right now it's
Ooh.
going around the party, and it's going, we like to drink with Freddy. Freddy is our
Because
mate.
Freddy is our mate, and when
Yeah,
we drink with
Freddy,
Freddy, he
we
downs
drink
it down
together
in
in
8, 7, 6.
Yeah, so he's just
five.
the mug's just doing that and going around the party, and then it's basically just keeping us company. And so we don't have a bard, so hell, I'm using a mug. This is the entire reason
I like
bought
that.
this. I bought
I
this
like
tangent.
having a
So
mug for a
It's got a
bard.
little face, and it
Oh,
has a
wow,
mouth, and it
that's
actually
cute.
is like moving and singing. I'm not drinking it. Amara doesn't drink when we're on work. So when we're on the road, I'll have a mouthful of the ale at the end, but not probably this particular ale, as it frightens me. But yeah, I'm just using it to keep us singing on our way to Phandelver.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Opal's spirits are lifted.
There's also definitely a couple extra horses, so everybody can, move a little bit faster.
Oh yeah. We've got
Love
a nice
that.
little caravan now.
See if I have this one.
Did anyone die?
No,
Yeah.
Okay, good.
not yet.
Okay.
Chestnut.
These horses still alive?
Chestnut.
Yes,
Just barely.
they are all.
Um,
They look a little lost, but they are okay.
Well, I was going
Aw.
to sort of corral them in and ask anyone of the party specifically. I'll ask anyone, but
Oh, I was
I'm
going to shoot them
really-
off so they could be wild horses.
okay. I mean, before we do, I'd just like to direct the question to
Wait a
Opal, Freddy,
minute.
and to Bimble. Can any of you ride? Any of you ride horses?
No way, they're so tall. But wait a minute, does Gundren love this horse and care about this horse? And wasn't the other one Sildar's? Does he love and care about this horse?
Yeah. Sildar is already on top of his.
Oh,
as
okay.
his
So I'm just
horse.
asking
So
about
it's like
the one
it's
horse.
like getting into your own car. You
Okay.
just assume that it'd be his because it's his.
Right,
Yeah,
I'd completely forgotten this, to be fair. So, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And I was like, who wants this horse? He's like,
Well, I like how
Fine.
Freddy was just
Yes,
about to let
I'm
them wild.
I'm just auctioning off his car.
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
Tyler. Yes, obviously the other horse. Does he do anything with it, or is it just randomly being left?
As you're kind of thinking that, he'll just tell you. I assume that you guys are going to be looking for Gundren, so
We are.
you might as well take his horse.
Well, hopefully we'll put him back on it. But in the meantime, does anyone ride?
people usually ride me.
Avarice
I'm gonna
and
jump on his back.
Gavin
Okay,
will raise their
good.
hands.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm more looking at Freddy's comment, and I'm just thinking to myself, I normally ride people. And
I
then
get on
leave it at
Freddy's
that. Oh, you're jumping on Freddy's back, not the horse. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
wow,
I'll
great.
give Bimble. I'll put him so he's sat on my shoulders like a little kid.
My hands in the air.
I just shake my head.
I begin
God.
running.
I will hand the reins to Avarice, who, whether she wants her or Gavin to ride it, that's fine. And I will say to Opal, do you want to ride in the car, or do you want to ride up here with me? Chestnut's very good and very nice.
Oh, that's kind of you. I'll sit on the cart.
Okay.
You know.
It's kind of your car. I know.
Oh. Okay. I'll really sit on the
At
cart
the moment.
then.
Well, and also it's good for, you can read in a cart. You can't read on a horse. Well, you can, but it's quite dangerous.
I might get motion sick.
Oh. That's not good.
All right. I will drive the cart.
Oh, right. Okay. No, I thought you meant you'd sit on the back of it and read while
Oh, no.
the dwarf was driving the cart. But yeah, you could drive the cart. I suppose we have made him sit around for 12 hours, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should loosen his responsibilities.
Alrighty. Yeah.
You guys just make it to this intersection part, and as you're looking down the road, you can see a
wow.
town in the distance. It is unwalled.
Goodness.
Totally out of character. Why are we going to Phandelver if Cragmore Castle is in the opposite direction?
Did you want to go straight to the castle?
Did you not? Your uncle's
Well,
Yeah, I
right
thought we
now-
were.
You guys can do
Okay.
whatever you want, but right now you do
Yeah,
have
you're right,
the
actually.
supplies in tow with you.
Yeah, I
So
was gonna say we
it's
have
up
all
to you.
this crap, and I know a couple of these people. I can't remember who exactly, but someone said they were just like moving to Phandelver, so I don't know if they want to
That's
split
a
off
dwarf,
here.
right? Is it?
Yeah.
Fenwick did say that he had business in Phandalin.
Well-
Abris and Gavin said that was going to be their midway point to their actual destination. And Miss Splitter didn't really say too much.
We.
Okay.
I'm used to camping on the road. I mean, unless you want to see these supplies the whole way there, I mean, Fenwick is going to Phandalin anyway, and don't you want to go straight to your uncle?
That's true. Okay.
This is a good time
yeah.
to ditch like as many NPCs as we can.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're taking all our XP.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You do get paid. I don't know if you care about the 10 gold or not. But other than that, it's up to you. You can go north or you can go south.
Let's go to Neverwinter.
Fuck's sake,
Just
Josh.
That's where we
completely
came from?
derail this whole campaign.
Let's get them to see if they've got any work. I wanted to hire out as a caravan guard. I don't know if
Start it over.
just exactly. We'll just do the same bit of the same campaign over and over again. Why are we not leveling
I
up?
guess I wanna. Yeah, well, I guess I would want to know what everyone else wants to do. But yeah, Opal will probably say going to the castle is her priority. But I guess Avarice, Gavin, and of course our party, Freddy, Bimble. Yeah, do you guys want to go to the castle, or would you guys want to go to the town?
I don't think Freddy cares, but I want to go to the castle because I feel like I mean I don't know what obviously
I'm
goes on
having
in this
this
campaign.
weird sense of deja vu when you say those words.
Not the castle.
The castle is really ominous for us.
Yeah. I feel I'm not quite sure I want Tyler to tell us, but I'm a bit worried that if we go to the town, we won't leave. So I'd rather deal with the castle now.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking that way, because I'm thinking if we go straight to the castle, we might die. So, fuck it. One or the other.
Interesting.
It's Phandalin XP, side quest, level up, do the thing, or castle die. I mean, that's where my brain was at, but I like that you've given us a different reason. I mean, I just think in character, like, at least some
That is
of us...
kind of my thinking, as well as, like...
Like, as far as I was concerned, it was Gundren who was paying us, right? So, like, we need Gundren. He's promising us riches, sorry. Not
Right, so we should go to the castle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Amara's the one who suggested going straight to the castle. And I'll turn around to Bimble, you're coming with us wherever we go, because you owe us. What about you? And I'll look to Avarice and Gavin.
Yeah. Avarice will just kind of like speak over Gavin as he's about to talk. Like she's answering the question for him. Me and my scouts will be going to Phandalin. Where we deliver these supplies is where we get paid. And we will rest there and then begin heading south.
Wait, you're getting paid? Sorry, hold on.
All getting paid.
No. I'm saying she's gonna get paid in the town, even though Gundren's not there.
Yeah.
He did tell us
When we
that.
get to
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. When you get to the provisions location, you drop off the supplies and then you get paid there.
I will very
Copy.
quietly say to Opal, I did get some money from Sildar. Go straight to Castle, I suppose in some ways at least most of it's yours. But...
yeah. What does Sildar want to do?
Hey, Sildar, what are you thinking?
I do have other business in Phandalin. I'm with the Lord's Alliance. There are things that need to be discussed as quickly as possible. I do also need to rest. But if you are going after Gundren, then I would more than happily follow you.
Do we know what that is? What he just said? He's part of the Lord's Alliance.
Quarter-D.
You would know. It's pretty well known. It's
Is
it's
he
kind of
a
like
cop?
the other factions where there's just kind of this No, it's more of like a diplomatic thing. Like they usually set someone in place, they get power, and they all like are able to speak with each other to work out like trade routes and stuff. You can guess
Okay.
that he's probably going to Phandalin because it's a frontier town with a lot of advantages
I
if it
see.
succeeds.
Sildar is more, I guess, more important than I thought. I thought he was
Or
just
he's a
like
messenger on
Gundren's,
somebody important.
Gundren's right-hand man, but it sounds like he's got his own stuff to do. Okay.
I mean, if you've got business in Phandalin, we might be able to rescue Gundren and bring him back to Phandalin. Or we might not.
I'm kind of shivering.
I think we'll be alright, don't
maybe.
you? Like, and I sort of gesture towards Freddy and powerful warrior,
Mhm.
a very lucky gnome, your mighty magic, Lathander.
It's, yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'm sure you'll be very, very helpful, but thus far we've managed without you. A motion to Sildar.
Oh yeah, he forgot to join the fight. That's so funny.
Well, I was more suggesting that we managed to rescue him so we could rescue Gundren. I wasn't pointing out that he didn't turn up in the fight time. I forgot him. That's not what I was saying at all.
He was tying his shoes. It takes a little while.
I'll look over to Miss Splitter and what have you?
Oh, good question, Miss Splitter.
Mighty asset.
If Miss Splitter's going with us, Opal will be a for sure yes.
I, unlike you all, am getting paid through Gundren.
Oh.
So him being alive is very important to me. Regardless on whether or not you go to Phandalin, I plan on heading to this Cragmore Castle.
If we head to Phandalin, you'd go alone, or you'd come to Phandalin and then go to Cragmore Castle?
I would go alone. If it proves to be too much during my scouting, if I don't see a crack somewhere that I can infiltrate, then I will wait for you.
I want to head straight there, though I will need a rest before we make any attempt to enter the castle.
Yeah.
It is almost winter.
Yeah.
Not only that, but and some of those sort of monsters, especially a drow, would do better at night than we would. But it takes me a while to meditate and bring back the light of Lathander.
Yeah. Okay. I feel. All right. I feel like we could do this. We can camp on the road.
And you'll take the goods. Look to Fennec.
Oh yeah.
I have my own business in Phandalin.
Dang.
The sooner I get it dealt with, the better. I need to make sure they're still there.
The delivery of the goods is what you're getting paid for, so right? Will you guys take
that was just an excuse.
Oh, okay.
This is just a way to find a ride.
Wagon's faster than foot. Will you ride the wagon
That's
into
true.
Phandalin?
Not in the opposite direction.
Oh, does he not want to go to Phandalin?
He does want to go to Phandalin. He
That's what
doesn't
I'm
want to
saying.
go to Cragmore Castle.
No, will he drive
no.
will he drive the goods to Phandalin
Oh, yeah.
while we go to Cragmore Castle? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
I
he'll
love
do that.
that.
Great, good lad. I knew you'd be cooperative eventually. So is
Okay.
the 5 of us or 6? And I'll gesture towards Sildar and see whether he wants to come. Like if we, the 5 of us and Miss Splitter go to Cragmore Castle, what is Sildar gonna do?
I reassure Sildar that we are gonna rest on the road. I understand if you maybe need to go to town. I don't want you to push yourself too hard, but
I do need to
be
stop
appreciated.
in Phandalin for at least a few hours.
Oh,
okay.
you can always join us up there if we're still camped outside in the morning.
Yes, that would work perfectly.
You're on horse and we're on foot, so they're on foot. Just towards
Okay,
everybody.
yeah.
I mean,
Camping out
technically, Bimble's on Freddy and I'm on horse, but
I'm on foot then.
and
my movement
I'll
speed's
gesture
25.
towards Gundren's horse. Obviously, we let Average ride it up to this point. But perhaps, I don't know really how to do it particularly diplomatically, but I'm assuming she'd get off if she's going in a different direction to the Gundren's horse. Would Miss Splitter want to ride?
Ooh.
Yeah, that would work.
Well, that way, if I'll look to Opal, and if you're willing to, I can put you in front of me and teach you. Chestnut's very gentle. I think Freddy might be a lot faster than you across the land. Bimble seems to have found his own ride.
Okay. Seeing everyone else has faster movement now, Opal will just start sweating and say, "Oh, all right, I can
It's all
try."
right. It's all right. Look, come and meet her, and I'll get down, and I'll get an
I'll
apple
try.
out, and I'll with Opal get her to
Wow.
feed Chestnut, and see that she's really gentle and whatever.
Okay.
And
I love that.
as and when you're ready, yeah, it's a long way up.
I got.
Can I? And I'll sort of gesture and sort of motion to lift you up to the horse. I'm not going to pick you up like a child. I'm offering you a boost up.
I'll take a step up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to boost you up like 1 foot.
Yep.
And I'll jump up behind you. Riding double, obviously, Chestnut's not as fast, but even at half movement speed, she's faster than Opal. So
yeah.
45 foot
like
movement speed at half movement speed.
Ooh, wow. That's great.
Horse go whiz.
Okay, yeah. I feel, Opal definitely feels more confident with Miss Splitter coming and perhaps Sildar meeting us. So
60 feet. Not bad.
Yeah, let's.
I like the way that we're using the horses because Tyler's ambience keeps hoofing, so it's working out.
I can use it. The non-horse version.
No, keep the horse version.
No. The horse version's good. We like it. So, what does the trail look like? Obviously, according to our lovely map. No, exactly.
We're
that's a
just
trail, and
crossing
that's a black
wildness.
arrow. Yeah. But is it sort of vaguely stable enough for just horses?
Yeah. There's it's not plains. Like there are still like trees. It's just not a very dense forest.
Okay.
Yeah, you could definitely make your way through, especially if you're not bringing the cart.
Yeah, maybe we can camp on the edge of the forest, on the edge of the more dense forest. This map indicates
I like
an area
that.
of more dense forest.
I don't want to go in the thick forest after dark, even with Cornelius's excellent
If
vision.
it's not to chill your bones, I can tell you a tale about entering a thick forest after dark when we rest.
Sure.
And yeah, I'll wait till we've ridden and I tell them spooky tale.
Ooh, a spooky story.
Yeah. So you guys
All right,
separate
on the road
from
again.
Fenwick, Avarice, and Gavin.
So long.
And Sildar. Yeah, so Miss Splitter is the only one that is staying with
Miss
you guys.
Splitter is the coolest one,
pretty good turnaround.
anyway.
To be fair, if we needed one of them in a fight, I'm not sure how powerful Avarice is, but I'm pretty sure Miss Splitter was in first or second for how useful he'd be. Unless Fenwick is just a CR 14 Blackguard warrior that just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, he's beyond our mortal concerns.
They go south with the cart. You guys head up north. You make your way over to that kind of like thick part of the forest. What do you guys do to kind of like set up camp?
Whew.
Yeah, does anybody have a tent?
Let's see. I think I would have got one right. Yes, I got a 2-person tent.
Me too.
Does anyone else have a tent? I feel like that makes sense. I feel like we read more responsible. So, yeah, I don't think Opal has done very much camping. So, basically asking for help, like holding down ropes and stuff while she tries to set up the tent. She does want to try and do it herself to learn how to do it, because she bought this brand new tent. And yeah.
What about Bimble and Freddy? They tent.
In Emperor's New Groove when Kronk and Yzma are camping and his tent just about covers
sentences
his
start like that.
Okay, no, the moment I was thinking of is like that you had Bimble in a tent on your shoulders. Is what I thought you were about to talk about.
Oh, that's cute too.
No, okay, we'll get there. But in the meantime, sorry to interrupt you.
No, I joke. No, he's fine with slamming it.
Stars in the grass. Mist Splitter,
So
does
you
he
got
tent?
it.
You're a furball.
Tiny little tent.
Yeah, you see that Miss Splitter climbs one of the taller trees, and
But he
kind of
would
like,
just sit in a tree.
A fucking leopard.
obscures himself in like the thicker parts.
What
up
is
there.
his
When he
deal?
does that, I just look at him and sort of. In some ways, you are really quite incredible, and in some ways, you are quite unusual.
What is his
Are you going to
deal?
sleep up there?
Of course. Why would I not?
Wish you might roll off.
I'd like to think I'm capable of trusting myself.
I can't decide where I'm going to roll before I go to bed.
You're
Alright,
also wearing a ton of armor. It's a little easier for me.
that is true. I wouldn't sleep in a tree without the armor either. But you do you. That is remarkable. And you're very safe, and I can barely see you anymore. Alright.
You're basically just talking to a tree at this
Yeah,
point.
I looked at Freddy, who's just, I'm assuming, have you just sat down in the grass? Because that's your resting.
Yeah, he's just pulled out a blanket and
Aw.
he's
See,
just
you're
laid there.
nice and comfortable. I looked to Bimble. What do you do to rest in the wilds? Dragon Slayer, are you with us, Matt? Matt? No.
Probably not.
So I would start like doing like very traditional camp things, right? So I'm setting a perimeter. I've snapped some branches from a tree or two. I'm like staking
wow.
them in the ground like at a perimeter, like all the way round. And I would do this even on my own. I set up like a little campfire. I set up my tent sort of facing the campfire so that the fire would obscure the view of anybody, both for me if I was looking out and for them looking for my tent. And then sort of like just I would go and like put little tiny sticks and twigs around the camp so that if somebody stood on them, it would make crackling noises. I'll help, and then I'll look to open them. You not set
Wow.
that up before?
No, mine usually looks like this, and then I'm just putting my rope around, casting the alarm around everywhere.
Oh, yeah. So what's with the alarm? Are you just putting it around your tent, or? Josh and I recently
kind of a
discovered it
small
is a
area.
really small area. Like
Mhm.
Josh is like, I put alarm around the camp, and then we actually looked at it and it was like, okay, you can get it around a
It's
tent.
so small. Yeah, pretty much. As much as I can fit along with my tent.
I don't know. You
I
can ritual
feel
cast,
like-
right? So can you cast multiple, like round?
Wait a minute, you're right. It doesn't
I would
say
allow
another
it,
one.
but I don't know if I don't know what.
Let me
time
read this
it is.
again, but it doesn't say that it like disappears
No, it
when you
definitely
cast
doesn't.
it again. Oh, if that's the case, yeah, I'm just ritual casting alarm everywhere, all around us.
Are you all right? Are you a bit nervous?
Oh, who, me? No.
Oh, it's just you seem to be casting the same spell over and over again.
Well, I just don't want anything to sneak up on us in the night.
Oh, they're all in place.
I've never. Yeah, I mean, it won't go off if any of us cross it. Don't worry. But you know, I'm just. I guess she just like looks over into the dark,
It's brilliant.
like thick woods.
I thought we were gonna like arrange a watch and everything, and like, well, I think we should still, but even so, like, yeah, that's great. Feel a lot safer now.
Oh, good.
Your tent peg's
That's-
upside down.
Oh.
Sort of show her how to put it in. Like
I
now
thought I
feeling a little
had that.
inadequate because you've magically so you magically secured the entire camp while I was doing my little sticks and twigs.
No, yeah, I like your technique.
I look over and Bimble, are you with us? No, all right, fair enough.
No.
Barely.
Yeah,
I'm
there we go.
drunk.
Matt, what do you have a tent? Are you doing a sleeping thing on your own, or do
He'll
you,
sleep under the stars.
Oh, that's so sweet.
you two are
He's
such a
used to
lovely
it.
pair?
Him and Freddy.
Yeah, Bimble and Freddy
It's
just laying
like-
out of the grass.
He's
Timon
laying on
and
the, he's literally
Pumbaa.
laying in the dirt. He's a dirt gnome. So he's laying in the dirt.
A
Deep
dirt
gnome, but
Dirt gnome?
whatever. Dirt gnome, I guess.
I'm
works.
a high gnome.
Oh,
Held
I
high above the
know.
ground, not under the ground.
oh, right.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Oh, you two get comfy. Is anyone gonna stay awake and keep watch, or are we gonna take it in turns, or what's the thinking?
I can stay awake.
All night, or
You tell me what to do.
after 2 hours? Can you wake someone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take second watch. Ready? Shall I wake you third?
You could just wake me up.
I'll look up to the
after him.
tree. I'll look up to the tree and just say, if the gnome falls asleep, sure you'll be well aware. Give us a shout if you need us to keep a watch. Say to Mr. Splitter's tree.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't have a way of but I think Amara's quite structured, so I think like she would be able to wake herself up in a couple of hours, to keep a watch. If
Oh,
Nimble just
okay.
never shows.
I love that.
Yeah. I just assume, like, I think that if people practice enough on the road, they can do that, right?
Probably, yeah.
Otherwise.
Yeah.
I just
Awesome.
have. So above my tent, Cornelius is just kind of going around in circles like a little sentry helicopter, like making his high pitched. I don't think any of us could hear it, but his high pitched echolocation shrieking. He's just keeping perfect watch over my tent the whole night.
Nice.
Okay.
Amara, you said that you were taking the second one, right?
Yeah. And I will wake myself up if Bimble never appears to wake me up.
Yeah. Bimble, you kind of have a very very easy watch. Keep an eye on the woods. It's pretty easy to kind of like
counting
watch
stars.
the southern side.
He's
Yeah.
counting stars.
He's laying
Oh,
down on his back.
I hope you don't
hands
fall
under-
asleep.
Hands under
He's
his head,
asleep in
counting
10 minutes.
stars.
Yeah.
And
You watch
yes,
the
he does fall
stars.
asleep.
Fall asleep.
Great.
Amara, you are able to wake yourself up naturally,
Nice.
and you see that Bimble is fast asleep.
I don't even
So
question it
cute.
or find it surprising in the slightest. I sort of look up to the tree and sort of give a nod without saying anything, like assuming that Mist Splitter kept his eye out in case the world was going to explode. And then Amara will cast light on her mace. What do they call it? A spade. What was I thinking? On my mace. And then sort of like just put it like just hold it down close to the ground so it doesn't spoil my night vision and keep an eye out.
Give
Nice.
me a perception check.
Okay. During
Ooh.
that time as well, can I bless some? Oh. But I have 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver, which the spell consumes.
Uh,
Can I use silver
Wow.
pieces?
you can use whatever the gold piece value is.
Yeah, great. Okay, so I'm going
Not
to
too
use
worried about
25 silver pieces
ingredients.
to
That's fine.
during this time to ritual cast ceremony and turn some water to holy water again.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am really, really focused on my holy water.
I was gonna ask if Cornelius can help while echolocating, just flying around to help with that perception check.
This is something that Amara would see that your bat would not see.
It
Okay.
fucking isn't. I've got a +5 to perception and I got a 7. No, an 8. An 8. Sorry.
Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, with a 7, you do your things. You're keeping a nice lookout. You think you're doing a great job. You don't notice anything suspicious.
Okay.
No, and I think it's to be fair, Amara's probably very focused on a very close area. She's not looking like out far. She's not looking up to the stars or anything like that. She's like just sort of notioning around. She's looking into the campfire. She's thinking about the last time she traveled and journeyed with somebody else, like what it felt like. She's thinking about the ghost story she totally forgot to tell everyone. and we'll do so another night. Maybe when it's less spooky. Like we're not going to the edge of a forest. But she's really like she's lost in her thoughts. I think a lot. Unless somebody comes right to the camp, she will occasionally turn around and tell Bibble to shut up every time he walks in his sleep.
Yeah.
He's
doesn't.
dreaming of his past victories in combat.
It's a beautiful, concise response from Matt. He doesn't. It doesn't shut up, I assume.
No.
Sort of. She just rolls her eyes
Yes,
and
he doesn't shut up.
after a couple of hours, she will go very gently to Opal's tent. I will look up to the bat.
Yep.
Sort of nod as if to say, like, I'm gonna. And then I'm just gonna put my lit mace just inside your tent.
Oh.
It's only a little bit of light. It's like I'm covering it.
Yeah,
Dim
but she's
light.
used to the darkness of underground.
What are you, a
She-
cop?
Oh, you're a dwarf. Well, dwarfs don't necessarily live underground.
She's like that meme of the guy being woken up. He's making that crazy face. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a clue. But I will sort of. Opal. Opal.
It's
Go
time.
watch.
Okay. Was everything all right?
Yeah, fine. Thimble talks in his sleep. Didn't wake me up either. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
After a couple of hours, wake up, Freddy.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I got this. Me and Cornelius will keep watch.
I'm
Have a
really,
good
I'm really looking
rest.
forward to finding out if Opal, like, if she can't wake you easily, whether she does, like, try harder or whether she just gives up.
Oh, that's a good
Hmm.
question.
But
I think she
Amara will
might-
definitely hit the sack.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you do to keep watch, Opal?
Well, let's see. I will probably, wash my face a little bit just to wake myself up more, and then, basically sit kind of right in the center of the camp and just kind of motion for Cornelius to expand his radius. So he's not just circling my tent anymore, he's circling like the whole camp and doing his little chirps. So if he does have blind sight to 60 feet. So if he pings anything, that's what I'm doing, just kind of staring, trying not to look into the spooky forest, but looking into the spooky forest a lot.
You sit there. It's a little eerie as you're just like looking straight into a dark, thick forest. An hour goes by. Another hour goes by. There doesn't seem to be anything there.
Where's
Everything's very
Gundren?
peaceful.
All right. When Bimble shouts, she gets very startled, and will just get up and start probably pacing around a little bit.
Doesn't appear anything happens on your watch.
Okay. Phew. Guess I'll try to wake up Freddy. Goodness. He sounds so sadly asleep. Freddy. Pat, pat, pat. Very light taps. Freddy. Okay, I get my mage hand to shake you more vigorously. Freddy. Oh. Freddy. All right.
Dragons!
Okay. I think I just tuck Freddy back in and just continue the watch.
As you walk away, I bolt upright. Fucking
Ah! Freddy? Are you well?
Froggy, is that you?
No, sorry, it's Opal Lynn. I'm not Froggy.
Alright.
How'd you
Alright.
wait, hold on. How'd you sleep? It's could you You want to take a watch, maybe, if you feel like it.
Oh, okay. And I get up and pull like my blanket to one side on the ground as if expecting you to get into my bed. And so I pull it to one side on like get up, and then I'll go somewhere, but I'll wait for you to go to bed first.
Okay.
Eh.
I will go to bed. Go back to my tent.
Yeah, I'll just the perimeter that we are. I'll just go to the edge of it and sit down on like a rock or like against a tree or something.
Nice.
I have no dark vision, but my ever bright lantern is continuously on, and so I'm like a floodlight in this
I was about to
forest.
say it's like a spotlight over here.
Yeah, and I'll try not to fall asleep.
Nice.
I'd watch.
Okay. Give me a perception check as you take your groggy watch.
R1, stop it.
A 9.
Nice.
9. Okay. You don't notice anything strange going on in the forest. You kind of, do that very like lazy lap. Everything seems very calm. It makes you even more tired in this dead of night. Through your lantern, you kind of like hold it up every once in a while to like, do a little bit of lookout. Every once in a while, you'll see like a little animal in the distance. You'll find a little rabbit that kind of takes off the second the light hits it. You see a few deer in the forest. And then nothing crazy happens.
Yeah,
Doesn't appear to be any
good.
threats.
as it's pretty chill. Yeah, I'll go back to sitting down with my back towards a tree, and I'll go to sleep because
Fantastic.
we are safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go to
Goblins.
sleep.
Freddy, as you awake, all of your party members awake. And as you guys all wake up at roughly the same time, you see that the ground feels kind of moist, and a lot of worms have kind of dug their way up to the surface.
Yeah.
It's not wet or muddy, but you kind of see just like a scattering of just these pink worms.
Oh, are
Can
they
we-
in,
can we
are
hit
they
that
in the
left button?
tent?
Yeah, yep, you can hit the long rest button.
I pick one up and inspect it.
Give me what kind of check do you want to make?
Well, he's gonna look at it and then he's gonna eat it.
Oh.
Okay, give me a
Gross.
survival check.
Ew.
That's actually my best check I have.
That's good.
What?
Yeah.
It's like my only +0.
Okay. With a 5, you see that it's very plump, and it looks much more pink than usual. And you've eaten a lot of strange things in the past. Do you think this would probably be pretty good to eat? And you just
Mhm.
do you slurp it up? Do you munch it? What do you do?
They really are
Put
Timon
it-
and Pumbaa.
Literally.
Literally, I put it in my mouth like Pumbaa. I like bite it like in half, and like I'm chewing half of it with the other half in my hand.
You take a bite of half of
Gross.
it, you munch it up, you swallow it. You see kind of this like goo kind of like just all over your fingers.
Oh.
When you look up,
and it-
Bimble, you just see Amara slack-jawed, like literally. She's by the campfire and she's just staring at you like,
He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it because he's oblivious.
Oh.
But yeah, it tastes pretty good actually, which is kind of weird.
Uh-oh.
It was very hard to like
Nice.
bite in half. It felt very rubbery.
I'm gonna take a few more and put it in my bag.
I will
Oh,
very slowly look around
no.
at everyone else. And anyone else want breakfast?
Oh.
I'm not a
What
great
is
cook,
it?
but I can put something together. Something nice and
Lo-
simple, at least.
Like what?
Oh, I've got some trail rations and a few bits of like some of the root vegetables that I got aside, and got some water. I could Do like a little basic stew for breakfast.
Veg.
Yeah, you put vegetables in stew. It's usually quite good.
Oh,
You eat vegetables, Freddie?
I eat meat.
The meat in the stew. You know, for breakfast, look up to the tree, or is Miss Splitter not in the tree anymore?
You actually see him climb down out of a different tree.
Yeah,
nice.
do you want breakfast? And then he just climbs down a bit.
Yes,
Would you like
Oh.
some breakfast?
I would love breakfast.
I'm not a great cook, but I can give it a go. Is anybody here like actually cooking? Like, has anybody got like cook's utensils? Like, is that their thing?
God,
I have
my
fixed
tool
that.
is a dry.
My hands.
Oh wait, I have my handy spice pouch also, but
You have a
Opal's not cooking.
spice pouch and a cook's
Right at
utensils,
this
and you're gonna let
moment.
me cook? You trust me? You're gonna want to cook after
No.
today.
Opal is busy being like, she has not left her tent. She has been picking worms off of herself one by one, feeding them to Cornelius.
They're in the
This is
tent?
so disgusting.
Oh,
The
I
worms are
hope
in the tent.
they're all over the ground, right? Does my tent have a floor?
That's up to you.
Mine does. Mine has a little like top bottom.
Okay,
With
well,
enough canvas.
it has a floor, but I'm just gonna say some nasty worms got in, so she has just been paralyzed. Yeah, feeding those worms to Cornelius until I can get out of my tent.
Okay. With no cook's utensils except for a simple pot. I
Mhm.
will. Well, I do have cook's utensils. I will throw together a basic, very basic, vegetable and rations stew.
Ooh, I like that.
I've got a couple of hunks of bread that I'll have with it.
Yeah.
And I'll sort of handing a bowl to Miss Splitter. Or rather, I'll just gesture towards the pot because I've got one bowl in my mess kit, not multiple. I'll go over to Opal's tent and Opal, you're right in there.
Yeah, I'm on my way out.
Breakfast's
Just-
ready.
Oh, coming smells good. I am, just clearing a path of worms till I can get outside. Luckily, she didn't see what Bimble was up to, or she might have been sick.
For what it's worth, Amara got up slightly early, packed up her whole tent, was like completely ready to go, started doing breakfast,
wow.
looked over at the sleeping Furbolg in absolute disgust, nodded towards the tree that Miss Splitter wasn't in, assuming he was keeping watch, and then got breakfast together.
Oh, that's sweet. Sorry, I'm not used to sleeping on, the ground. There's a
Getting
lot
used
of
to.
bugs. Yeah.
More than
This
usual,
looks-
actually.
this-
I motioned towards the worms in the ground. Do you know anything about... Are we close to Wormland or something? I looked at Miss Splitter.
Wormland.
I know nothing of nature. Usually
Freddie,
they
what
come
do you
out
know
when it
about
rains.
worms?
Freddie, why are there so many worms? Not normally this
I run
much.
to the woods.
Ah!
Like not far, just like to see where the worms are coming from.
I think they're all coming from the woods,
I don't think
Bimble?
they're coming from the
we're in the woods.
I don't
They
know.
came
No, we're
from the
not. We're not in the woods
ground.
yet.
Not
Okay.
just
Look,
yet.
it's moist ground here. Like, it's really wet, but it didn't rain last night.
It didn't rain, right? It's just
No point asking them. I sort of motioned towards the Bimble, who was asleep when I came out of my watch, and Furbolg, who was Freddy, who was asleep when I came out for breakfast in absolute disgust. I slept through their watches. Didn't rain on mine.
fine.
I did
I
my
did.
watch.
You're meant to stay up for the whole watch and keep an eye
I
out in case things
did.
change. You were asleep when I got up.
Yeah, because it
yeah,
didn't need to
Freddy.
be passed over.
Freddy,
We
don't
were
fall asleep again.
safe.
Bimble, you were the first one to sleep. You're
No,
shouting.
you were all the
Gabe-
first one to sleep because I was still awake when you fell asleep. So you were the first to sleep. I was the first watch.
It's like an angry Mickey Mouse.
I don't remember that happening, but yeah, he says it so confidently that Opal starts to second guess herself.
We'll have a talk about proper watches at some point. In the meantime, if it didn't rain last night, why is it wet on the ground? Ready? Any
Yeah,
ideas?
Freddy.
Did you have an accident?
Okay. I
It's
just started eating
okay.
some stew.
It's okay.
I
if
just
you
look at him like
did.
gesturing, like, no, my skin's in the stew.
Mhm.
Not that kind of accident. Maybe it was water going in.
I look very long and steady at him, utterly confused by anything he's just said. Right.
The stew's delicious, Amara. Just need to change the topic.
Yeah, I take sort of a
I don't
bite.
know, is it?
No, I've got
Probably
no cooking skill
not.
at all. Like, it's really basic, like, just...
Oh, well, then Opal's being
It's
very polite.
manageable. Yeah, it's manageable. It's trail food, right?
And discreetly putting some, like, paprika in my bowl from my little spice pouch.
I'll go and poke the ground around the worms and see if there's a reason why. It doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Josh, were you saying something?
I was just going to say I'd like to smell the ground. Partly to see if it is
Ooh.
someone's accident, have they, peed themselves while they were
Gross.
sleeping. Or if it's something else that I would recognize.
Why don't both of you guys give me an investigation check?
Oh.
I don't think I've rolled over a 10 on my first skill check.
18. I have a -1. 18. I rolled a 19.
Wow.
What are you investigating?
Good.
Worms.
The possible piss.
Ever. Back of my hand with that fucking roll. I got a 9.
Huh.
Amara, you can tell that the ground it's not wet. But as you kind of like poke like a stick about 2 inches into the ground and you pull it out, it does appear to be wet. Like
It's wet
all the way down
underground.
to that point. Yep.
Right, okay.
Whoa.
Or at
Maybe
least
there's
like
a
moist.
stream or some sort of water traveling underground.
It's a lake.
Freddie,
What do you
as
think,
you are
Freddie?
investigating, you're like very low to the ground.
My nose is in the ground.
Ugh.
You think it might be something else. You
Don't
can
let a
smell
worm
kind of
get in
that
there.
like after rain smell that the air gets.
Yeah.
And as you're kind of just like cruising your head along the dirt, you see that a few of the worms kind of just like scattered here and there kind of have this like faint like pink line that kind of just travels through them like a vein.
Ew.
Ooh, I will pick up said worm. And I will say to it, with my speech of the beast and leaf.
What a record.
Talk to the worm.
Get those racials done before lunch. Go on, Josh, sorry.
Before breakfast.
Wiggle if you made it rain.
Oh. It's not what I thought I was going to ask the worm.
So you can talk to it, but it can't respond.
Yeah, so it says you can communicate in a limited manner with beasts, plants, and vegetation. They can understand your words, but you cannot understand them in return. You have advantage on all charisma checks to influence them.
Okay. I will consider a worm to be a beast for this one. But yeah, you can kind of see it like writhe in your hands, and then as you speak to it, you see it kind of like just slow down.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't the worm.
Maybe you should ask the grass.
I will hand Opal the worm. Hopefully
I don't
she
want
knows.
it. I don't want it. She runs away.
I will reach over and pry it.
I will come take the worm.
Oh, God.
You're just gonna eat it.
Yeah, I will take
I
another.
can make it talk. I bite. I eat it.
I will pick up another and I will hand it to Amara. It has a pink stripe.
Oh, it does.
And I'll give it to her. And then I will
Do I
put
think
my
that's
head.
unusual? Sorry, God.
I will put my head back to the ground, and I will put my ear to the ground, and I will say, I don't know if the earth counts as plants or vegetation, or maybe I'll speak to the grass, just the grass and the ground, really. Shake if it was magical rain.
Okay. I don't know if Freddie understands this, but you're talking to grass that can't like exactly move on its own, so it doesn't have a way to respond to you.
I believe it can.
But you do see the wind kind of like take it for a moment.
Ooh.
Kind of just whoosh.
Whoa.
It was magical rain.
All right. Have we got that cleared up? I looked down at the worm. Does it seem unusual anyway? Like the pink line, does that seem unusual?
Give me a survival check or a nature check. Give me a nature check.
You sure you didn't want to go with survival?
I'll leave that up
if
to
it's
you.
if it's
and that will
nature, I got a
determine the
dirty
answer.
20. If it's survival, I got a 24.
Oh, that's still
just because
good.
I'm much
What
better.
are you complaining
No,
about?
I rolled a 19. I didn't mean to do that.
Literally.
I rolled a 19 on the dice, but I'm proficient in survival and I'm not proficient in nature, so I think it would be a survival check. Me, like,
Okay.
more Amara's stick.
Yeah, you inspect it. As you're kind of like looking it over, you see Bimble eating the other one, kind of in the background. That's kind of like out of focus.
Shake my head.
And as
Look
he
back.
as he bites into it, it's kind of like a gusher where this one kind of like sprays upward, and you see these like kind of little shiny speckles of like this pink liquid kind of just like splatter outwards. You see it kind of like flick in all different directions. And as you're looking it over, you kind of see this like faint, almost like bit of light inside of where that little vein is that kind of just like goes from one end to the other. And
Wow.
in your head, you kind of hear just this like very faint little mumble.
Excuse me?
You what?
Is the
Talking to
worm
me?
trying to communicate? Freddy was onto something.
I'll hold the worm up next to my ear.
Oh god, what's going on?
Don't
Now
put it near
Amara's
your
doing
eye.
it too. Ugh.
You hold it up to your ear and you can kind of hear it like writhing around, and it
Ugh.
kind of just like flicks upwards a little bit and kind of just like very gently touches your cheek
Ah!
and part
I
of your
put it
ear.
away a bit. Like, that was not intentional. I didn't want it close enough to take me. And then I sort of roll my eyes and... Alright, back to medical class. I'll look over to Opal and say, I know that you're a bit grossed out by these, but you do magic stuff. I think there's
Oh,
some magic
sorry.
going on here. Do you
I
wanna come
am
and have a
on
look?
the I have run to the other side of the camp, seeing Bimble eat a big nasty worm.
Opal, I don't suppose you want to help me with some magical stuff, but it does involve the worm.
Oh. Okay.
First the horse, now the worm. You're doing brilliantly. Come on, we got this.
I'm taking a deep breath.
I sort of stretch the worm out on the ground. I'm gonna put it on top of like something else. So like, I don't know, maybe the back of my shield or something. I don't know, just a flat surface. Like not in the earth, right? I stretch it across and I'm gonna sort of motion towards the line of pink. Any idea what's going on here? It's glittery and I heard it make noise. Mumble almost.
Yuck. Okay.
What did it
I know.
say?
I don't know.
I will just
Clear it.
kind of open one eye to look at the nasty worm wiggling
It's
around.
food.
Not food for most people.
For Cornelius. Okay, what does this pink look like anything? I don't know how to describe this. She really doesn't want to
Right.
look at it.
Give me an Arcana check.
That's what I'm
Okay.
hoping for. I'll sort of pat you on the
Amara
shoulder
just ran like
Yeah.
80 defense and then probably drop him and pick someone else up.
I'll pat you on the shoulder.
All of them.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'll pat you on the shoulder, Opal, and say, you're doing really well. I know you don't like it, but anything magical about it, and I'll give you guidance.
Alright. She peeks open an eye, just glances at it. I got
Disgusted
a
at her D4.
yeah. 19.
Yeah. With a 19, you inspect it, you look over it. You're not really sure what you're looking for. But you don't see anything that would like be inherently magical about it.
Alright, look away.
I don't know. It's not magic. I'm
I'm going to take out my small knife, and I'm going to dissect it like medical class and cut all
Oh
the way
yeah,
along.
I've definitely walked
Yeah, I did
away.
say look away. And then I just cut along that sort of pink. Like, I'm almost as if I'm trying to cut the pink line out. Does that make sense? Like, I'm cutting like along the edge of
Oh
it.
yeah, that's cool.
And then I'm
Take a
going to sort of
sample.
open it out with my knife. I like the way that Michaela is perfectly into dissecting the worm, but Opal is really not. So I like separate it out. And it's not something Amara likes, but she thinks it needs doing, so she's kind of just separating it out. And
We might need that to make an antidote for whatever happens to Bimble in like 3 or 4
Oh,
sessions.
I would love to make potions. Be really cool.
Okay. Opal is just like shaking herself off all of this. You know when you feel all itchy and gross after seeing something nasty? That's how. Yeah. So, are we going to this forest?
I'm just looking to see if I can make sense of this worm, and then sure.
Oh.
Now that I've cut it open, does it reveal anything further?
As you take a knife and you like slowly cut it open, it does that same thing where it kind of like spurts out that pink liquid just a
Ew.
little bit. You see it kind of like flick all over your shield.
Oh.
But after you cut it like all the way through and it stops like wiggling, you see that the inside, other than that like very pink thin line, is like this very like decaying gray color.
I don't think
Like
these are natural
the
worms.
inside part looks fresh and new, but everything except for that thin line looks like it's dying.
Oh, what?
I think these are some sort of something unnatural. Nibble.
I'll say.
And I'll sort of reach
What?
over. I'm gonna sort of reach over and sort of look him, like grab him by the shoulders and like look him really straight in the eyes, and like
His eyes are wide and he's looking back.
I'm inspecting your eyes to see if there's any pink light in there.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
contagious.
give me an investigation check as you're looking over
Oh,
Bimble.
another 19 on the dice for a 20, dirty 20.
But his
like
eyes
a-
are closed.
Nice.
No, they're not.
How are his eyes open wider? They're open wide but closed.
I
Okay, he'll
cast
open them back up.
command.
He'll open them back up.
Good.
Yeah.
Dirty
You look
20.
him over. He does look a little odd, but no more odd than usual.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. You're fine. Keep eating your stupid weird worms.
No, you
I've
shouldn't
always been
keep eating
fine.
them.
No, he shouldn't
Oh,
eat them, but he
grab-
shouldn't have
he'll
eaten them in the
grab another
first
one off the
place.
floor and eat it.
Whatever.
Oh.
I sort of.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about worms. I don't know nothing about wet ground. We'll ask someone somewhere. Something weird's happening. I don't know what.
I agree.
All right. Breakfast was tolerable, right? Yeah, sort of. Cool. Okay. Anyone
It
else
was
want
great.
what's left? And I'll sort of hold the rest of whatever's in the pot before I tip it out and wash it up and.
I will crouch under the pot for you to pour it down my throat.
You don't want
Nice.
vegetables unless they're poured from a height, I guess. All right.
Ooh, I like that.
I very slowly pour the.
Gug, 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 gug.
There's like bits and meat and veg in it.
It's
Yeah.
like no, he's like
Swallows the
Looney
whole-
Tunes.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
a big
yeah.
gulp.
She just sort of looks over to Miss Minute and she was like, I thought you were weird.
He just has like a cup of that like stew that you made, and he's just drinking it.
Oh, nice. He's got a thermos.
Perfectly normal. Good lad.
He's genius.
Whoever thought Miss Splitter was going to be the normal character out of these.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
literally.
Opal is literally the most grounded, normal character we have, and that's good. That's good. But I'll pack
She
away the
has
camp
been-
stuff and.
Yeah, she was packing up her camp when Bimble started eating the worms and is just like standing by the edge of the forest ready to walk away from here.
Yeah. I'm ready and set, I think. Got a pot
Okay.
of holy water on me. Used a
A pot of holy water?
cup.
Like a whole?
Holy water.
Okay.
I heard pot.
I think I might have said pot, but I meant cup. Specifically, I think it's an 1 ounce bottle.
Oh, wow.
No, I have to look at the spell. How much can I make?
1 ounce is a very, very tiny amount.
Oh, sorry, that's my ink bottle. That's 1 ounce bottle.
Oh, hey, it's Matt.
Hey, there he is.
We'll talk about that in a second.
I know exactly what happened.
Yes, it's a
That's
vial of
funny.
water. Okay, so it's a vial. It's just a standard-sized vial.
Okay. Oh, good. You have a vial of holy water.
Wow, Matt is now Opal.
Congratulations.
No, no, no,
It's
no,
fine,
no, no,
don't
no,
worry
no, no,
about
no, no! Put it back on!
Nope, it's over.
Yeah.
We're dealing with this.
All right. You guys have collected your things. Everything is packed up, and you are heading north into this much thicker part of the woods. I'm going
Boy.
to read this out, and then I think that's probably it for the
Mhm.
session. But
Ooh,
as
I
you guys are
wonder if
making
the
your
next
way,
thing he reads is you level up.
as you guys are making your way through these woods, you come upon a very like haphazard castle.
Ooh.
It has 7 crumbling towers of different sizes and heights, but the upper stories are all of varying states of collapse. A short flight of steps ascends to a terrace in front of the main entryway, and then past the wreckage of a pair of sundered doors lies a shadowed hall. Round towers loom over the entranceway, with arrow slits facing the terrace.
Arrow
As you guys are
slits.
slowly
Uh-oh.
approaching that, trying to figure out what plan you want to discuss.
Just turn to them and. Well, that don't look easy to breach. We should make a plan. I'll sort of like kneel
I
down.
can
And...
sneak.
Okay. And I think, obviously
And
said
on
plan
that,
will be made next week. I can
the
sneak.
camera zooms out as we've planned. I love it. Oh, Bimble. It's the worms.
My stomach hurts.
Oh. Oh yeah, hearing Bimble's worrying about Bimble's well-being, Opal will just pat you on the back a little bit and cast mage armor.
When you pat him on the back, he'll puke.
Oh, okay. She turns around. It.
It's terrible.
Oh, Christ. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
MVP stuff.
We made it to the
Uh,
castle.
Yeah, you guys made it all the way to the castle. You guys do level up. The thing
Whoa!
was,
I thought you
if you
said
made
we
it to
leveled up if we
Phandalin,
made it to.
I manifested it.
The
I
Phandalin,
just
yeah, of course.
secreted it.
it's the same amount in both directions. Both are very big waypoints.
This is exciting.
Yes, you guys do level up.
All right, level 3.
I
We're
have-
gonna roll an 8. You ready?
Oh yeah. Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh dear.
that's not an 8.
Dex
I
2.
think I'm going fixed. I've rolled 2 2s.
Oh.
Yeah.
And,
Well, no, it's like the gambling thing. Now
No.
you can't catch up unless
Yeah,
you get
that's
over
right.
no,
That's
no,
right.
over
it.
the average.
You gotta make it back.
No,
Boom, 5.
that's it.
Yeah,
I'm done.
no.
Opal is so
That's it. I'm
bulky.
done. I'm done with that. Never again.
Sorry. Yeah, level
Amazing.
3. Does that mean second level spells? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think it does.
Huzzah.
And it's
Uh,
really people get their subclass too.
Yeah. Oh my god, is Bimble gonna have telekinetic abilities?
What a giant.
And Bull just got so much more mischievous. This isn't good for you guys.
This is dangerous. You have a mage hand now, right?
That is exactly why he's. Yes, the mage hand is why. Yes.
Oh no. He's got power from
That's
a
amazing.
distance. Okay.
Tyler, obviously we've just leveled up like now, but I haven't cast any spells yet. Can I prepare fresh spells?
Yeah. Anything that you get that's new, you'll have.
Well, the point is that I've only got 1 spare spell slot, right? So I'd have to re-prepare all 12 spells.
As
As if I just woke up from a long rest.
Just long rested. That's
cool.
fine.
Okay, that's really
You do what
helpful.
you
Thank
need
you. Because otherwise, I've
Nothing
got
happened
Nice.
between those 2
nothing
points.
useful. I mean, to be fair, I think I'm just gonna whatever that spell's called, spiritual weapon, and nothing else. But yeah, cool. All right,
Nice.
the envelopes.
So freaking diesel.
I'll go first. The stew that you made or tried to make,
Mhm.
was great. The cartoon style of you pouring it into Freddy's mouth. And then my second one was going to be when Bimble blinked with both eyes. When there was no reason for him to wink, but he still tried anyway. that was the funny
Yeah.
part.
Is it that Bimble doesn't know how to blink, or was that like
No, it was because
intentional?
Bimble's a dumbass. That's what-
Okay,
he was
just checking.
he was winking back at Freddy.
Got it.
I see. Matt.
Perfect.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
you-
sorry I wasn't really here for most of the session. I was pseudo here, but I really enjoyed Freddy's watch during the long rest. It amused me greatly.
Yeah.
My mind's just
Good.
been blown by the new version of Cure Wounds and Healing Word.
Oh,
Why?
really?
Because Healing Word now
What's
does 2d4 and increases by 2d4 each level.
Whoa.
And the
Really?
same with Cure
Bonus
Wounds,
action?
but 2d8. Oh, it's still a bonus
Really?
action. Yeah, I haven't taken the new version, I've taken the old version, but still. Yeah, that kind of surprised me. Yeah.
James.
Yeah. I liked the fact that Freddy threw the frog at the wall. I threw it at the wall. Was to get the frog out. Really absolutely blew my mind.
Aw.
And the entire section with Freddy and the fucking Jade statue was just hilarious. But I also really enjoyed the what did you describe that I really there was a moment that was really nicely put and it was
Was
I'll
it
come
when
back
I
to it.
was on my watch? The forest.
No, what Tyler
with the
described.
animals. Yeah,
Oh,
with the animals.
No, it was so random. I can't remember what it was. I'll get back. I'll come back to it. So when I'll come back.
Okay. Michaela.
I really liked Freddy communicating, with the grass. That's such a fun little feature. Not only you can communicate with animals or vegetation and plants, and I'm going to, I just want that to be utilized as much as possible. Just talking to plants and asking them questions too.
That's what I'm waiting for my druid. I hate that I have to wait to learn speak with plants to learn level 3 spells.
As the DM, I don't.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, it's gonna be horrible.
No.
Josh.
Well, first of all, guess who just got a cantrip? Me.
Oh
Me.
my god.
Why? Because of my subclass, I learned
you can shout at
either thaumaturgy or druidcraft. I took thaumaturgy because I think it fits better with giant magic stuff.
Ooh.
But yeah, I think my main. I mean, it was such a fun session, but I think one part of it was the description of the forest with the rabbit that ran away in the light and the deers and everything. That was really cool. And then the other half of my main MVP is Opal freaking out over the worms. And I feel like in my head, in my canon head, Bimble stood there, never stopping staring at Opal as he ate, just to freak her out.
No, yeah, she looked away instantly.
Yeah.
So
The
disgusting.
description that I really enjoyed was the way that you talked about the way the firelight was hitting the albino tiefling. I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah.
Just the acknowledgement of the light upon the really pale. I just thought that was a really that takes specific attention paying to bring up. That was really cool. But in general, it's fantastic.
Yeah. I also did not expect you to kill Clark. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Neither did we.
I don't think anyone else expected that either.
That
good.
was.
I expected it.
I'm not surprised.
You're right.
I'm gonna be honest. I was always going to stab in the back when we let him go, but he enticed me to do it earlier.
Okay, good
That's
to
fair.
know you were sticking to a plan. That's what's important. Is follow through.
It was good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well,
I'm excited.
Fantastic. Well, if you guys would like to say goodbye,
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
we'll see you soon.